One, um, do you, I want to ask a suggestion for y'all. So I have all these classes set up on CE. Do y'all think that I should maybe teach this class a little bit earlier? So right now I'm about to teach April. Do y'all think, and I just want to share ideas, do y'all think that maybe we should do April like earlier in March and then, May earlier in April, or do it at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month? Or how do y'all feel about this? Because I got some feedback and I was told that maybe we should um maybe we should do it a couple weeks before the next month starts to give y'all some time, or even a month ahead of time. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think that's best.
So what's yes to what?
Doing it prior to the month.
Okay. So how much prior do you think would work? Like maybe do April's in March, or like maybe I should just skip April completely and let's just do May. And then that way we'll just be a month ahead of time. Come on.
Well, I was just thinking maybe a couple weeks prior to May, like we're in April, then do May. I don't know about skipping April unless other people think we should skip April.
Well, how about I go through April real quick and then let's go through May, and let's do maybe April and May together, and then I'll rearrange the schedule. Would that work?
Works for me.
Okay. I'm thinking I want to think out loud because it does make sense, because it's going to be a little too late for y'all to do anything. Um, oh, perfect. Can I borrow your goal sheet? So I'm going to give her point. So it does not matter how y'all sheets look, okay? But if you have some goals in there, you're going to make some improvements. Have you made any improvements in life? Yes. Schedule? Is this helpful? Yes. So it's very, the consistency is the key. So let's talk about this. Okay, let me see who put in the chat. Okay. All right. So this is going to help you guys with y'all's production. So first things first, no matter what month it is, you need to set goals. So every month we're going to set goals. We're going to set goals for the next month or the next 6 months or whatever it is. And you can write it down. Is this my 6 month goal, my 1 month goal, or my 3 week goal? I could tell you that for closings, I got my one closing in, and actually I got one, two, three listings in queue. I'm supposed to walk through one today. Um the other one is the contractors over there fixing it. And the big one I have, the owner, he just had a death in the family. But with that, Wednesday or Thursday, I'll talk to him about doing the listing agreement. And in about 3.5 weeks, I'll have about $5 million in contracts executed. And mind you, you guys never even know I'm doing real estate because I'm answering your phone, teaching classes, and doing all of these things. So it's a matter of balancing your schedule. So I want you to start setting up your number of closings. Now, if you don't have anything, ugh, is going to be closing in the next 30 or 40 days, it's okay. Right at the top 3 month goals. And then that way it'll give you some more time. So that way, whenever you start actually being more consistent, you're like, okay, now I need to crunch in and I need to start managing my weeks better and my months better. And then you'll start managing your days better. But really does start with a 7 day period. What am I doing on Monday through Sunday? And then with that, okay, well, if I want to do open houses on Sunday, what time of the day does that look like, and how many times of the week do I need to do that? So, social media posts, we learned from the meeting yesterday, right? It's not just posts anymore. It's about 3 videos a day, or at least one YouTube video a day. So I am going to try to put up one YouTube video this week. Okay, so that's my goal. But 3 videos a day is a lot of videos. I've been able to get up one. Okay, and I have to pay somebody to do it. And sometimes it's worth it to pay somebody to do it. But at the end of the day, I want to personalize it with just one of the goofy messages I'll have. So I'll probably do like a Facebook Live or something. So, um, pendings, actual closings, earned income. Okay, write those things down or put it out there. I can tell you as of this morning, and if you put it out there, I'm going to be closing 2 or 3 transactions. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to make this happen. It does happen. And then when you start doubting yourself, then it goes away or your clients do whatever it is. So be positive, lean on me, lean on your coaches, lean on the team, and lean on each other and just say, hey, I need some more accountability. How do I handle that? Okay. So that's one. Your social media post. So you do you and what your social media post is. Akia can probably get a lot of hits this morning because she filmed us having our little hiccup in the office this morning. And she could add some music and she could be like, I'm doing real estate and here's something else that's happening. And that counts as kind of a fun video. And then I'll probably sit with her today since she's going to be available and say, hey, let's sit down and let's write down 3 or 4 things that you can talk about to the audience, but let's do it in Japanese. Make it fun like that, right? Yes. And she's gonna be like, I should have dressed better for today. Um, so with that, um, networking at open houses. Remember, networking includes meeting with people who are not in real estate. Except if you were like me and Trisha last week, we met everybody around us was in real estate, but they were all around the United States. I got text from Ryan in Connecticut. I've got text messages from Hawaii, from California, from Arizona. And guess what? To be a referral partner, when they think of Texas, they're going to think of Lucky Money Lisa with the mouse ears this morning. So that was considered my networking, and I networked a lot. I mean, we sat down with random people every morning, had breakfast with them, had great conversations. How one guy said he was picking my brains, and he really was not picking my brains. I'm like here, and he's like here. And he really was actually giving me a really great coaching moment. And in the middle of our breakfast, I actually turned it around. I climbed downstairs and looked at him and I was like, oh, well, how are you doing this? And asking him a lot of really great questions. And I think he realized that, okay, she's figured it out. She's not going to tell me exactly what she's doing because she's just now asking questions. So instead of being all high and mighty about my role and hiring all these people, I asked him, I was like, how did you do it? And so networking can be a combination of being able to get referrals, educating yourself, building your confidence level, and just meeting people who are going to elevate you. It's really great. And then the other thing that's best for your business right now is open houses. I have told y'all that open houses are very helpful. So, there was a time when I'm like, don't even bother. It's not going to do anything for you. But now people don't want to find their buyers reps. They're going to find you at an open house. So what information should I share at open houses? Pair up with a lender, get people pre-approved, market, hey, we'll get you pre-approved at the open house if y'all show up. Trainings and certifications. I can tell you every single training that I give to you from now moving forward. I mean, I think it was always valuable before, but everything is going to be done with a purpose. With a purpose, meaning and there's going to be intention in every single thing that I do with y'all. I don't care if there's one of y'all in the class or 50 of y'all in the class, or like yesterday, I got like half and half of a ton of y'all. It's going to be done with intention. You're going to have a very good takeaway. And that's what I want you every single time you leave a meeting, you take one takeaway and it helps you grow. So you're training your certifications, get your ABR, your SFR, your MRP, your SRS, what's your target market? Talk to me before you pay for those classes because I want to tell you yay or nay. Like Nancy, I think a great class for you would be the senior representation specialist. I think that would be really good. Nancy Cooper. Yes, Nancy. Do you have that one yet?
No, I don't, but it's in my plan.
I think that the senior representation works really well for you because you're just loving and you're always loving on them. And so you could take it a step further by learning how to service them and see what they need. Like, and you could like as for marketing to seniors is one of the things that I learned years ago. You can go to the dollar store and buy those little magnifying glasses for $1, and you can put your sticker on it, and they'll use it all the time. It has a little light on it, and it blows up letters, so they don't have to wear their bifocals, which I've already lost, or their glasses. Cheaters! I've already misplaced mine. Oh, okay. So anyway, that's something, to think about. So get your certifications in. Your newsletters and emails. How many of y'all are actually doing the newsletters and emails? Are you? Perfect. Are you sending it to the clients that just close on the home? Okay. All right. Nancy and Nancy, questions for y'all and Annie. I know Ciara is just learning. Um, have y'all turned on your newsletters or have y'all met with Cheryl to knock it out for you? Come
I
on,
met her.
interactive.
Yes, yes.
I'll be reaching out to Cheryl.
I
Sounds good.
haven't.
Who says I haven't?
Annie.
Annie. All right, guys, this is a really great resource. Century 21 has so many ways for us to make money. Yesterday, I picked up a $200,000 listing, but I didn't keep it. I referred it out to an agent. So, but with that, it came through yesterday afternoon as a seller, and it was one of the companies that I told you guys, hey, by the way, so they're giving me tools and I'm passing it along to you guys. So let me see, Moxie present. It's not Moxie, it's Engage, but it all goes to the same thing. I always just click on a random one. Y'all need to go and set up your newsletters. It literally takes less than a minute for one in a day. You should be doing 5 to 10. So set that up as newsletters. Akia, you actually did mailers. So I don't know what your goal was or if you had any goals for last month. Yeah. So you did 50 mailers. So that counts as mail. You did your touch point. So even Nancy Fajardo. Say it out loud. Say your last name again. I
Fajardo.
always say it again.
Fajardo.
Fajardo. Fajardo. The J is an H.
Yeah.
All right. So you did your mailers. Did you actually mail them out?
Yes.
That's perfect. So y'all need to go in here and just turn on your newsletters. Y'all can do all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of fun things, but all you got to do is I'm just asking you to send your newsletter. Look, I only send it to myself, but y'all should be sending it out to you. I think I'm going to set it as a goal to do my original 10 that I never did. So that way I can get my points. But you guys get this set up. Go add your people. And Trisha, I'm gonna send you one. So I'm gonna find you technically should go straight down and edit every single client and have their information. So It's not very hard to do, guys. Go in here, edit all her information and everything. Oh, her birthday's this month. And then you just got to do add subscriptions and you add this subscription. And then what's your zip code? Oh, there it is, 77380. What's your house zip code? So right there, and then you can personalize this. I actually will edit it every now and then. Welcome to your personalized neighborhood news. Uh, Market trends within a zip code. You can actually just uh, translate that into Spanish or Japanese if you'd like, and then post it in there. And then all you have to do at the bottom is hit done, and then it'll automatically add. So I don't want to add more to her box, but then that would have given me two. But what I tell y'all is go in every single client just at least one time, especially the most recently closed. I don't care if you just ran them and then they didn't buy anything or they fell through. Go in there and just update their information, and then you can start sending them like even a birthday message. So you can go to campaigns and you can set everybody up with a birthday holiday, with a birthday campaign where it tells them happy birthday. And I'm actually going to do that because I feel so bad when I get people from all over other places that remembers my birthday. And I know they don't remember, but it kind of makes me feel like, oh, I don't know when your birthday is. So, but it makes me think about them. There is a guy that I haven't seen in 12 years, and he consistently during in March or February, whatever Women's Month is, he will send me quotes every at least once a week, just in that month. And every year around that time, it makes me think of him. So it becomes instinct and top of mind. So get in here, get in engaged. If you're not in here, it's not as hard. It's not as hard as KV Core or Follow Up Boss or even some of the other things that I've tried to get us on. Is very, very simple. It's just a matter of learning it. Okay, so get your newsletters and your emails out, and that's in there. So if you mailed your 50, then you're all set. So you and then the other thing is what your personal goals are. I always tell people set your personal goals. So my personal goal every year is put a line in the water, and I've got it scheduled this year and I'm very excited. And in the years that I actually go and get my fishing in, I see that as like one of the most successful years. I don't think about income, I just think about accomplishments. And there was one year where I went out 3 days in a row and I just fished and the water was so calm, it was creepy. It was like nothing was moving out there, but um that that's a personal goal. So you guys should have personal goals. Like I think last month I put on there my trellis. I finally put my trellis up. I got my garden up. Did some things for myself. I have not made it to 4 jujitsu classes last month. I only made it to like 3.5. So I'm gonna try harder. I just don't like jujitsu, but you guys need to put your personal goals in. Like, I want to bake a cake and not burn a house down. Y'all took the class yesterday, you'd understand that. And then do your vision board and your budgeting and planning. I can tell you that budgeting and planning now is more important than ever because now costs have gone up. A lot of people are getting laid off, and those same people are getting laid off who are switching jobs or whatever it is. They have never learned how to budget and plan properly. Okay. They don't have any money saved up. They don't have a plan for what if. And also with that, y'all need to um think about all the free things that you can do, like your social media and your videos and stuff like that. Because a lot of people, as soon as they're getting laid off, they're going to social media and they're going to be asking questions like, how do I do a short sale for my home? What if my home's getting foreclosed on? I'm 3 months late. What should I do? Those are really good, very sensitive videos right now, but they're very useful. So do those types of videos. You know, do one channel where it's distress, do another channel where it's first time home buyers, do another one where it's reloads, and then organize them properly. And somebody may just click my home's distressed, and then they go and they might just watch you all day long, and you've offered some really good points. Remember, yesterday I said YouTube has to be more than 30 minutes. It could be 30 minutes up to 45 minutes up to a couple of hours if you want it, and just make it a whole long exhausting seminar, but people will listen to you if the points are good. Okay, but budget and plan for yourself. Also, I can tell you, I'm looking at my crystal ball in my brain. This year, more agents are going to get out of real estate than any other year before. We thought a lot of people left because of NAR. I think a lot of people are going to get out because of the uncertainty and not knowing how to find the right buyers or sell the homes properly because they're just not being taught how to do it, and they have not had that experience. So everybody under 10 years in the real estate business is freaking out right now. Everybody who's been in the business for 20 years, they're like, oh, this is easy. We know how to do this. But a lot of us have gotten out of business in the meantime. So you're going to see that fear running away. So one of the things that I recently learned in from one of the Century 21 people is they're like, well, apparently you like to, you don't run away from problems, you lean into it. And for us to be able to lean into it is we need to take our resources and take everything that we're teaching and apply it towards the market. So finding buyers, but in that same instance, looking out for your income and using the tools that we have to help grow your business. Does that make sense? So budget accordingly, do as much as you can for free, and then make sure you know how much you're spending versus how much you're making. Okay, so we're going to do April and May ideas at the same time. Last night I saw, and this is a really great idea. I actually do it for free. But Renee was doing like Egg Your Yard for a charity, but you can do Egg Your Yard for free. You can just post it up in the neighborhood and say, hey, I egg your yard for free, 20 yards for free. People charge 25, 30, $40 for it. You can go to the dollar store. It's literally buying $3 worth of stuff and go. So I don't want y'all to charge money for it, but I want y'all to maybe consider doing something like that. It doesn't have to be filled eggs, it could be empty eggs. And you can buy that big 500 eggs for like $10 or $20 or something, right? And then sit at home, get some grocery bags or Ziploc bags and throw like 20 in each bag. And what a lot of people do is they get the little like open house signs, except it says house egged by Tina Daniels with Century 21 Lucky Money. And, you know, have a whole Easter egg backdrop and says Happy Easter. And all she has to do is drive by. They'll sign up for her and say, hey, Tina, this is so awesome what you're doing. My house is, you know, whatever Main Street, and she drives by, she opens up the Ziploc bags and poof, throws it out there. And that is a really great idea. But in that same instance, she now has her sign in the yard. And if she wants, she could put a little gift basket for the kids, or, you know, one gift basket for the family, and then just some eggs for the kids to wake up to. And that is a really fantastic idea. I like to do an Easter egg hunt. I've kind of get a little exhausted doing the Easter egg hunts because I'm managing all the kids with the different ages. So what I've now done is I'll hire an Easter bunny. And I'll do it maybe a week or two before Easter, which is next week or the week after. When's Easter? Okay, so it's like next week. So yeah, I am going to roll into March, but just things for y'all to think about. But all you need is 2 weeks of marketing, so you can still do, like literally brainstorm with me today and do it. But just like the Grinch, I take someone over to the Bellagio. I use a decorator over there. I bring a photographer. It costs me $400 to $500, but I get to meet everybody in the community. Everybody comes out there. There's a line. I get everybody's email addresses, phone numbers. They text me. And then I'm like, oh, and then, but for you guys, y'all can follow up. mini small toolkits to get their home spring ready. Y'all, at the dollar store, they have cute little pails. Actually, they have a little bumblebee buckets with the bumblebees, and you can buy for $1 a pail. You could get garden gloves, and you can get um shovels and rakes and everything for $5. You can get them a ton of really cool stuff. And then maybe if you're me, you can give them a little seedling, or if you're not me and you're Trisha, you give them a packet of seeds because you kill anything you touch. I'm just messing. She's growing some pretty stuff. But earth giveaways, rainy day kits, umbrellas are really fun. You can actually get somebody, you can go, what I would do is I would go to Daiso and spend $3 on the giant clear umbrellas, right? And I would go get my Cricut machine and get the um waterproof stuff, and then I would just Cricut a big old logo. What a great idea. I'm gonna do that today. If you guys have never heard of Daiso, just look it up. It's spelled Daiso. Write that down. So it's like an upgraded version of the dollar store, and it's so clean, but it has really great giveaways. So if you don't want to like do dollar store because everybody's doing it, go to Five and Below or go to Daiso. And Daiso, there's one right here by the office. I sent Trisha there. She's like, let's go today. Spring photo contest, y'all, and this goes with the joy of home. We didn't do it, but if you guys like take some great photos and do get them to submit to you for a chance to win like a $25 gift card, you get their name, their phone number. One of the things that I used to do in my mailers, and you can do this year round, is when I did my mailers, I was sticking a coloring sheet that had either my logo or, an Easter bunny or the Grinch or Santa with my logo across the board, and say, take a picture, tag me on social media, win a gift card or whatever it was. So then I got a new follower. I got a new phone number. I got a kid's name or kid's birthday. I got the parent's name. So it worked out that way. So that's an opportunity for you guys. Social media. I made this when did I make this? I made this in like December or January, but it still works. So one of the things y'all should be doing is what does first time home buyers need to know? So I'm gonna go over this with you guys. Could you get my April book? Does everybody online have the download? I'm actually gonna go over this so that way you guys can write notes, okay? Because I'm gonna give you ideas right now.
I don't have the download.
Okay. No, I stuck it into the chat. Hey, you gonna come tell my folks hi?
Can
Rita,
you also send the budgeting one too as well?
it's all in one PDF. I just sent it. Do you have open the chat? Hey baby. How are you? I am good. Here, let's take a selfie real quick. Did you get it downloaded? Yeah. She smells so good, y'all. Okay. Patent title, right? Yes. Okay, hold on. Wait. Phone number.
813-0572.
I'll drop it in for the rest of the agents later too. Thanks for closing that deal for me. Y'all did a fantastic job. I didn't answer half the questions, didn't even show up at closing, and they knocked it out. I'm like, yes, I'll do this all day.
I was like, y'all better, they're like, we love her. I was like, yeah, she's amazing.
I love you. Thank you. So thanks for attending class. We got breakfast. So Ciara, did you get the download? Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to stop the share. Everybody open up. All right. Annie, when you come to the office?
Tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Okay. See you tomorrow. Okay. All right. So right here, y'all are gonna open it up and I want y'all to write it down, okay? So everybody's gonna look. Everybody go into the chat, download the April, and Akia just write the notes in the back. So week one, what first time home buyers need to know, okay? What first time home buyers need to know. So we're going to, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take notes or you're gonna type it into a Word document. I don't care where you do it. I lost me. Okay, there you go. It's in the chat. Okay. Your first videos, what first time home buyers need to know. One, you can get a great deal on a home right now because there is an abundance of homes. It's a very simple and easy message. Very simple. If you're thinking about, if you've been renting and you've been concerned about everything that's going on in the market, and you heard that prices were too high, right now is the best time for you to look at purchasing your first home. It's a really great opportunity. There's a lot of inventory, and we're just in a pocket in time where the prices are very negotiable right now. So something like that, okay? So we're going to practice. So the cost of renting and owning and breaking down the numbers. I'm going to start, okay? So short video and long video. There's a difference. Short video is just throw out the information and then spit out the facts and then you're done because you only have 35 seconds to 45 seconds. In a long YouTube video, you throw out the message and then you talk about it, make sure you have notes, and then you just have a whole conversation about it. Or have somebody, Tina, can I borrow you? Have somebody sit down, set your tripod, and Tina is an amazing lender that I've been working with for a really long time, and she's been helping first-time home buyers. So, Tina, could you tell me a little bit about, what's going in the market with lending? And then Tina's going to say, interest rates are going down right now. It's a really great time to buy.
Interest rates are going down right now. It's a really great time to buy.
So then we can carry on a conversation like, okay, well, how hard is it to get like through the pre-approval process? Because I really just, it just irks me with the amount of paperwork I have to gather.
It's not hard at all. We'll hold your hand the whole time and make it as easy as possible.
Yeah. And so it's a matter of like having your questions laid out and then just having a conversation. Thank you very much. So do y'all see how easy that went? Like she didn't know what she was coming up for, but she kind of winged it. But if she were a real lender, she'd be like, I'm gonna knock this out of the park, right? So that could be a long video because we could literally sit and ask questions. So I'm gonna start with short form, and all of y'all, to get your CE credit, you're gonna practice, and then you also, and then we're gonna do long form. But for long form, I'm gonna ask y'all what questions do you think we should ask, and then we're gonna brainstorm that together, and then I will add in the pieces in between. So starting with me, I'm gonna do a first time home buyer. What first time home buyers needs to know right now. Y'all want to buy a home in 2025? If you're renting, now is the best time to buy. Let me tell you why. One, interest rates are low. There's a ton of inventory out there. That means that you have the opportunity to get an amazing home for a much lower price with an awesome agent like myself who knows how to negotiate those prices. Give me a call. The process is easy. Let's get you pre-approved and let's get to seeing homes right now. I didn't know, I didn't have a third thought, so I just finished it up, tied it up, and did a call to action. How's that work for you? Yeah? Okay, Annie, you're first. Everybody unmute your microphone. We're all playing this
What
game
am I
today.
what am I doing? Same thing you
We're
did?
week one, social media, first time home buyer, short video. I don't care how you do it, just do anything. Just say it.
Um, okay. Are you on a certain page? Because I'm lost.
Uh, this page right here, it literally says social media and video ideas. What first time home buyers needs to know. You're practicing videos right now. This is what happens. You come to the class, you're going to learn. We're going to implement. Come on, Annie.
Hi, Key.
Yay, good morning. Come on, I'm getting y'all all out of your comfort zone, but we're
I'm
doing
ready.
it together.
Can I do mine?
Oh, shoot, I was muted. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, she was doing it. She was doing it.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I didn't know I was muted. Okay, so I
okay,
said
right.
if you are currently renting right now, is a great time to buy. The interest rates are down right now. There's tons of inventory. And yeah, get with me and we can definitely get you information on getting pre-approved and get started on looking at beautiful homes.
Could you do that? Could you do that in Spanish for me?
Yeah, sure. Si están rentando en este momento, ahorita es un muy buen momento para entrar a la búsqueda de una casa. Los intereses están bajando, es un buen momento para comprar. Si están interesados, por favor, se comunican conmigo. Con mucho gusto podemos empezar el proceso de aprobarlos y ir a ver las casas hermosas que están disponibles ahorita en este mercado.
Sounds good. It just takes a little bit of practice, right?
Yeah.
And learning how to add that information on. So this is what this class is going to do. You guys get your CE credit, but you have to work for it. All right, ready? Go.
Hi, right now is a new home is a lot of incentive come with it, and different home has a lot of appliance, free appliance, spring back and front sprinkler system, and then lender is gonna work for you, willing to work for you. So please give me a call if you wanna interested.
Sounds good. Now I want you to do not in full Japanese because a lot of people that follow you speak a little bit of both. So I want you to shorten that. Shorten that, and all I want you to say in English is if you're a first time home buyer, now is a great time to buy, and then I want you to translate into Japanese, but then also add all the great incentives in Japanese, and then have them do a call to action.
How you say first time home buyer? First time home buyer is right now it's a great to buy. Great time to buy. 今アメリカでお家を買うには一番いい時です。いろんなボーナスとか特典とかがついてきます。電話してください。
Okay. So did y'all notice? Thank you. Have a seat. So did y'all notice that she was struggling in English, and then as soon as she swapped over into Japanese, even though none of us understand anything, you could tell her confidence level just changed. And it was the same for you, Annie. So if you guys are looking to, if y'all are looking to do your videos, then do what you're most comfortable with, whatever language it is, whatever topic it is. And that's going to make you feel a lot better about doing it versus forcing yourself to just follow the Chat GPT prompt because maybe I can't even say the word right, you know? So think about that. Very good, by the way. Nancy Cooper, your turn.
okay. Are you a first-time buyer looking to move into your dream home? Right now is the best time to start planning to planning and putting your steps in motion to get into your new home. I can help you. First of all, you would need to get with a lender, which I can help you with that, get you the right program. and rates are dropping, so that gives you buying power.
It's
Give me
okay.
a call.
So you would actually do a really great long form because you probably need the notes to read them off of. So bullet
I
points,
want to
you
though.
know, first time home buyer, great market, great programs. I have some lenders, easy process. I'll walk you through. Um, if you go past five or if you go past three, you really need to learn how to add the words to the screen. If you stick with two or three, it's easier and it fits inside those reels. And then if you're doing something educational that is on Instagram, I think it's up to 3 minutes now. Make sure you draft all your points. So Trisha and I are working with some teleprompter apps. So we're gonna test them out to see how they roll or how they work, and then we're gonna help you with them. So Nancy, let's do it again. And so what I want you to do now is I want you to target your renters in April Point.
Hello. If you're renting in April Point, well, April Sounds,
April Sound, sorry.
April Sound, I have leases available right now, but I would also love to help you get a plan together so you're not renting anymore and paying anyone's mortgage. You are paying your own mortgage, and that's your own equity when you can make money when you go to sell and move into a bigger home next time.
Yeah,
Give me a call.
give me a call. Give me a call. I'm in the neighborhood all the time. So for you, and I think this is probably one of the first, well, we really never make videos together. I've never like pinned you down and said, I need you to make a video. So we need to practice a little bit more, but easier the second time
Yep.
because you're familiar with your neighbors now. Let's
Mhm.
do it a little bit more, you know. And if even if you hop on these calls, these are going to be helpful because you're being recorded. You get to you get to hear it later if you want to hear it later, or you're like, oh my God, that was a little difficult, but it was easier the second time. But I'm forcing y'all to do it so I can give y'all credit. But in that same instance, just a little bit of practice, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Get used to talking to us and then treat the entire audience like it's just us. Okay. So,
Yep.
um, yeah, come on.
Hi, all my first-time home buyers. Are you tired of renting? There is an abundance of homes right now, low interest rates, and there are special incentives for first-time home buyers to get you out of certain zip codes, and they will give you $8,000 just to get out of that zip code. It's free money. You don't have to pay it back. Let's get you pre-approved and start home shopping.
Tommy. Oh, you should get points for that. Oh my God, that was really great. I have to sometimes for her to do videos. That was really fantastic. I loved it. Should have cropped myself out so she could have her own video. All right, Ciara, let's do it.
Hey guys, are you currently renting right now? Right now is the best time to start looking for homes. They have great incentives and inventory is high right now. Please reach out to me if you are ready to start tackling one of your biggest home. I totally screwed that up.
It's okay. We'll saw it out and let's do it again.
I'm gonna try it again. Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, are you currently renting right now? And right now is a great time to start looking for homes. Rates are down and inventory is high. There are great incentives for new home buyers. Let's reach out to me so we can tackle one of your biggest purchases together.
Oh, that was really good. Okay, I need to give everybody else an applause too, but that was really good. I love the energy. That is really, really great. And by the way, guys, if y'all plan on doing a lot of little short clips, you see how Ciara is just like hanging out and having that conversation. If you just want to sit your camera there and be that same person every single day, and you can literally use that same portrait mode, have the camera look at you, and you can just give tips every single day on TikTok. TikTok likes it. I don't know what it is about TikTok, but TikTok likes like those single, like up to the face, like, ugh. But it's a lot. But it's the same if you watch some of the TikTok people, aside from the dancers, the people who are speaking, they're doing exactly the same thing. They're very consistent. So, and there's a lender I've seen her post, and she literally sits there and she's like the crankiest woman on earth. And she'll get on there and she goes, you know, guys, y'all shouldn't be buying a car before you close on your home because it's gonna screw it all up. And then she's off. Facts like that. And then the next time it's like, if you want to build your credit, you do A, B, C. It's just her doing just that. But that's also a way to do it. But that's for mostly, I believe, TikTok seems to like that. I'm not sure about Instagram. Instagram likes a little bit more, but I do know that if you're interested in doing it on TikTok, that does work. But really good energy. And it's a matter of you just learning about the business because you've been in a week. So great job. Would you like to go? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I've done before. You what? Well, go ahead. All right, go. Think about it. I'm like running in front of the screen. I have a hard time thinking of it. Nancy. Which Nancy? Pardon.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we know your screen doesn't work. We'll look at your pretty picture.
Thank you.
Go ahead and do your pitch.
Okay. Here we go. Hola, soy Nancy y estoy aquí para ayudar a los compradores de vivienda por primera vez. Buenas noticias. Actualmente las tasas de interés son muy bajas, lo que significa que el momento perfecto para comprar tu primera casa. Si estás interesado por conectarte, prestamistas te ayudarán y a obtener aprobación para tu préstamo. No dejes a pasar esta oportunidad. Contáctame y empecemos el proceso y el camino a tu sueño de casa.
Very nice. That was very good. So that was. So for you, Nancy, and this is just from me knowing you and the way you can portray yourself. When you go to do yours, or maybe you can come and do it here with me, I'm going to teach you something real cool. So what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to set up a tripod.
Uh-huh.
Because you wear not, I hate saying this, but not all y'all are cute and adorable to me. But Nancy likes to wear some very different outfits that I probably could pull off. But you would probably do really well with exactly what you said in like in your picture right now with one of your jackets on because you always look really professional.
Thank
And I
you.
don't mind my sweatpants. And you would do something like this, but instead of just standing in one place, you can talk and walk and move. And if you had an Android and maybe a Pivo, it would actually like move with you. But you're the kind of face and the sound that would go really great with a moving and walking, talking video. So think about that and think about how you can implement it. See me, and then I'll work with you on that, okay?
Thank
But
you.
that was really good.
Thank you.
We should have clapped for all of y'all. Okay, all of y'all, all the way around. Okay, so we took care of Patricia. Did you do yours? No. Come back here. Kristen just escaped. Is this kind of helpful for y'all? Yes. Bob your head a little bit. Yes. So if y'all are concerned about being shy in front of the camera, all right. So go ahead. Spring 2025 interest rates are going. Why are you going to record this? No, I'm taking a picture of us. No, I'm. Oh,
Yeah, so welcome to spring 2025. Interest rates are going down. If you're looking to purchase another property or get into a new one for yourself, now's the time. Give me a call. Is that good? Did I get clapped?
Yeah. Clap for effort. Clap for effort. All right. So There are some people that just popped on. We must have just hit 10 o'clock. So was that really helpful for you guys?
Yes.
Nancy Cooper, you're gonna be coming in. We're gonna do it some more, right? And you
I
were
thought
some
the
really,
Tuesday
really
meetings were at 10. I just missed the whole freaking first hour of the meeting.
Renee, you missed me making everybody speak. Would you like to hop in and speak?
I'm feeling a little sore throat coming on.
So I'll let you do, we'll let you do one for when we get to May. So we decided in the beginning of class that I'm gonna rearrange these classes, the coaching classes a little bit. So that way we're teaching the next month a couple weeks earlier to give you guys a little time to prepare. Okay. But we were practicing video scripts. And so you and Michael and Mel that just hopped in, you guys get to be practicing on the next round. So we are on April ideas and we're going to switch over to March in a second. So let me get y'all your worksheets. This you should already have printed, Renee.
Hey, Lisa, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you said March, so can I get points for the Hearts crew?
You and Tina.
All
April.
right.
Y'all are so rude. Okay.
Do
Oh,
we
by
get
the way,
points for
Ciara,
catching errors?
yeah, Ciara, by the way, they are playing the game, and when you correct me, it does not matter where it is, in training, in text, in post, or whatever, you get points. Sounds good, Michael. I see that. This is how I know y'all are paying attention. I make mistakes, but some mistakes I don't do it on purpose. Okay, so we're talking about video 2, cost of renting versus owning and breaking down the numbers. So y'all need to take notes on this or turn on the videos later. Cost versus renting or owning. So it's really hard to just be like, it's really hard just to be like, oh, you're trying to do the math in general for a target market. So your short videos needs to start with something like, so there's 2 ways to do it. There's the right way and the wrong way. So if you're going to do a long video, you can do all the math. Okay. But if you're going to do a short video and you start doing math, it gets complicated. So I'm going to say it to you and then you can think, okay, yeah, she's right. It is very, very confusing. So, let me tell you why you shouldn't be paying rent. Okay. Imagine paying $1,000 for 6 months. That's $6,000. And at the end of the year, you would have paid $12,000 in rent when you could have easily put that into your pocket. That is a lot of math that they're following, but if it makes sense to you and maybe you can use it that way. But for me, I was like, I just got lost. What's $6,000? What's $1,000? And what's $12,000? Okay. So a shorter way to have that same kind of feel is, let me see. Let me talk to you about the cost of renting versus buying. In a year, you could probably be paying your landlords about $12,000 a year. And if you add that up, then you can be paying $50,000 or $60,000 for every few years. Ugh, I lost it. Retract. Okay. So we're going to use bigger numbers. So in a year, you can be paying your landlord. Let me start over. Let's talk about the cost of renting versus owning. In a year, you can be paying about $12,000 in rent. That means in 5 years, close to $50,000. I can't even do the math. Imagine taking that $50,000 and owning your own home, and you could possibly be selling or building equity or taking home loans out of that home and building wealth for yourself. Let me talk to you and let me teach you how to do it the right way. Something like that. Okay. So when you're using the bigger numbers, it's a little bit easier than, okay, 1,000 times 6 times 12 or 1,000 every month, that's $2,000. If you're going to do a chalkboard long video, that might work out a little bit where you're writing the numbers out, but you can literally be like 5 years equals negative 50 or $60,000 or whatever it is on in big text and put it in bright red and then put a big old circle on top of it and be like, let me show you how you can build your own wealth. You know, pay yourself that money instead and have a little house with money tree like falling out of it or something like that. That's something fun for y'all to think about. But so for those of y'all who just came in, I'm going to do a quick recap. We're talking about long form and short form videos. We talked about it in class yesterday, and I made all the agents on the call do kind of a short version of what first time home buyers needs to know in 2025. And the cost of renting versus owning videos. So breaking down the numbers. So there's a couple ways you can break down the numbers. You can talk to a lender and have them give you what's called an amortization sheet. Okay. An amortization sheet is how much you're going to be paying every single month on maybe like a $200,000 or a $300,000 note with whatever interest rates is today. And it's going to tell you. And then, but the cool thing about that amortization list is, you know, you can see in 12 months how much equity you have accrued versus over here when you're paying for the lease, the money just goes into a black hole. Okay. And Annie, I used to teach this in insurance terms. I used to tell people if you put it in a whole life policy, it builds money. But if you put it in a term policy, it's like putting in a black hole. And then if you don't die in time, the money goes away. But that's kind of how I used to explain insurance. But in that same instance, I see renting as that same little black hole where you're just putting it away, and where you can take your money over here and you can build wealth with it. And you can take your, you could do, there's a lot of things. Costing, if we're going to break down the numbers, right? How much does it cost for you to pay the rent? Okay, for 12 months. Where can that money go? So you can talk about that. What you can do with the extra money. Let's just say you've been living in a rental for 3 years and you put X amount of dollars over here, and then you buy a house and you put away your money for 3 years. And now that subdivision, all the prices has gone up. So not only do you have the money that you put away, but you have the extra cushion because your home value's gone up. Does that make sense? So just like I always tell you about my home. So my house, we bought it for the market value was $350. And by the way, we were paying like $2,800 in rent. Our mortgage payment was only $2,300. But with insurance and everything else, it does come to about $28. But I'm going to use me as an example. So we're paying all this rent and we just kind of dumped that's a good one, insurance comparison. But we were dumping our money away for a landlord who wouldn't fix our problems. The house flooded and he blamed it on Dylan. I'm like, Dylan does not put toys in the toilet. But it was because it was completely stopped up from the first floor all the way to the third floor from the previous tenant. We only lived there for 3 days and the whole place flooded up. And we had to pay for it. But with that, we paid for somebody else's flooring. We paid for rent. And if you take that, let's just round it up to $3,000 for however months. We paid a lot of money for that landlord. Now that we live in our own house and we've been there for a really long time. So we bought it. It was worth $350. We bought it for $320. So we bought in and we had almost $30,000 worth of equity in the home. Now it's been 10 years and we only owe probably maybe $200,000 left, but our house is no longer worth $325. It's worth 2 years ago it was worth almost $500,000. Now it's only worth about maybe, let's just say $450, right? But that's still $150,000 that we just kind of accumulated by just sitting in the house and doing our daily thing. Does that make sense? So you can earn equity in your homes and you can invest in yourself. So one, you can invest in yourself. Okay. Invest in yourself by owning your own home. Make your dreams come true by owning your own home. Don't make someone wealthy, make yourself wealthy. Okay. Those are things that you can be, those are types of videos that you can be doing. Okay. And there was a guy in California and he said, I make people's dreams come true through real estate. Okay. I educate them about real estate. I sell them real estate. I make their dreams come true. And that's his model. I make dreams come true through real estate. And I was like, I like that. That makes sense because that's really what you're doing. You're freeing them from their landlords. Now is a great time to buy in 2025. We just talked about the inventory. So you take that and you translate it into why are you paying right now? If you are paying $2,000, you can buy a home that's $180,000 and was probably worth over $200,000 a year ago. Okay, prices are going down. So take your rent payment and turn it into a mortgage payment and make it your own. So all of those are things that you guys can make note of to make videos of. So they have social media ideas, how to choose. So before I move forward on the cost of renting versus owning and breaking down the numbers, does anybody else have any ideas for what we should put on there? Come on, guys, interactive class. Any ideas for video content? Nance Cooper.
What?
Any ideas
For videos?
on videos? Rent versus owning, like breaking down the numbers. If we're talking about numbers to the audience, like what other ideas can we have?
Well, you can tell them, I mean, show them how you're paying this rent and where the landlord's going to get equity when he sells and
Mhm.
you're not.
Yeah. It's a little bit harder to explain the numbers in like a short video. So you can, but it has to be like short. But in long form, if you have like the tools, the amortization schedule, or a breakdown of how much you're losing and how much you're gaining, that might be able to help if you're going to do a visual long one. How to choose the right mortgage lender. For these are really important, but the best thing for y'all to do is to partner up with some really great lenders and do little short videos. Okay. So you can do one general video of how to choose the best lender. And one, they are going to communicate with you. I'll read that in a second, Renee. How the lender is going to communicate with you. They're going to make sure that they have all your documentation before you spend time going out to look at homes, because we don't want to end up being in contract and then we find out we can't buy the house because all the documentation wasn't provided. Three, we can a great lender will always walk you through the process, and then a great lender is going to oversell you. They're not going to push you to spend more than what you're qualified for or what they really would like for you to be like within range or something like that. So once you do a video like that, if you're doing short-term videos, you can actually say, here are my 3 great lenders, and you can drop their information. Or, I have a great lender that has a great down payment assistance program. His name is, or you can actually do a short video with, like Tina and I did earlier. Hey, Tina's a great lender and this is what she does. And then she spits it out. I do blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, I need you to cut it down to 30 seconds because I need my 10 seconds of fame too. But y'all can do little clips together, and that's like a co-branded video always works out really well also. Does that make sense? In long form, you should pick a product that you're interested in and have that lender educate the audience for you to build your channel. So I would sit down with the lender with my 30 questions and tell the lender before we sit down, you're doing all the talking. I'm going to ask questions because I don't want to speak. And then you just record it, and then you can use clips of that, use good, whatever. I am like seeing myself back there. That's why we were trying to put the Century 21 behind. You can have the lender do all the speaking, ask the question. So Renee says you can also talk about for the rent versus buy. When you own your own home, you can decorate, paint walls, flower beds, add pool. Yes, get your own personal swimming pool. Ciara says maybe doing a podcast with the lender and breaking it down is sometimes better coming from them. Absolutely. Podcasts are really, really great. We've just been trying to set it up, and it's just a little bit more work than I'd like to do. But if you know how to do it, Ciara, absolutely. I have people that has tried to show me, and I have people that are willing to show you guys. But I'm just, it's hard enough for me to learn about y'all's iPhones. Okay. But I can teach y'all how to do the YouTube video. Luxury homes must have, when y'all are doing new build tours, get into the kitchen and talk about the kitchen, get into the masters, talk about the master bedrooms, talk about the upgrades in the community. And if you're going to custom home builds, and if y'all don't know any, I have lots of connections I can send you to anybody. You can stand in the place and then show it and then talk about it. This is actually great long form video. So what I've learned in California is not only do the people like, if they see your video and they see a house that you like, they're going to try to click on your page and find your YouTube page, and they're going to want a long form video. And what a long form video is having actually a real setup and talking about, hey, this beautiful home built by Lance Maybuilt, who is from, somewhere in Louisiana, has just been recently completed, and he's a custom home builder, award-winning custom home builder. And I'm going to take you on a tour. It's out in the Big Easy Ranch. And then you talk about the community, have pictures of the community, and you walk through the house and literally say, this kitchen, let me open up this door. And it's like a virtual walk, except it's just you talking and knowing that you're going to put it up as like a commercial to attract people. Is actually a great way to attract luxury listings too, because the people who have all the luxury listings, these are the kind of videos that they're doing. They're doing a complete walkthrough of the house. One of the guys says his video was like an hour and a half, and he was just tired of talking. And people actually said, I wish your video was longer. I would have liked to see more of this bedroom or that, or I wish you would have talked more about the game room. So there's opportunities there for long form. And he gets a lot. Like his transactions are like multi-million-dollar transactions, y'all. And I was like, a lot of work. But I'm going to tell it to you, and that's your choice if you do it. But I can guarantee you when I go to get the listing, the big listing that I'm doing, and actually I plan on going to Bridgeland to do it on my $700,000 home because I'm going to practice my tools. I'm going to post it up. I'm going to share the videos with you guys. But it is nerve-wracking even for me to think about talking about a house that long, but it does work. Apartment maintenance tips for renters. If you're going to do luxury home and if you're going to do first-time home buyers, make sure you have a channel for each of them. And then, or you're rotating it properly through your social media, because if you stack like all your first-time home buyers and all your luxury, your messages are going to be kind of wonky. Okay. So just make sure you organize it
What do you mean
properly.
by that? Stacking. What did you mean by that? Like
Say it
when you
again.
have when you just said that if you're doing the first time home buyers and then the
So
luxury,
if
you
you're doing it on social media, um, so if you're doing it on social media and you want to do new homes and luxury homes and tips for first time home buyers, rotate them all in. together versus 5 first-time home buyer videos and 5 luxury home videos and 5 apartment videos, because maybe your luxury home buyer might go to your page and they the when they go to your page, they might end up getting like the wrong, if they're, how do I explain that? If they find your page and they go to your page and let's just say they swipe left and they see the luxury home, they swipe left and it's apartment. They swipe again and it's another apartment. They swipe again and then it's another apartment. Then you kind of just screwed yourself, because I do that sometimes. I find something that I like and then I'll go in and swipe. But when it's a variety of videos, I will actually swipe until I find like the next video, or I go back to their main page and then I look to hit the videos that I want to hit. Don't post it together is what I'm saying. Don't post it together, mix it up. The other thing is, if they're clicking on just your luxury video and they watch it for more than the 30 seconds, Instagram will say, okay, this person likes the word luxury, so they're not going to feed it your apartment videos. They're going to go and find your video like from 10 days ago, and they're going to feed them that video. And then they're going to go there and feed them that video. But if you keep uploading, if they go to your profile and they go and swipe, you don't want them to accidentally go from your luxury video and then get stuck on 5 apartment videos or 5 first-time home buyer videos. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
That, because I've done that before, and that actually I'm like, why is it doing this? This is not what I wanted, you know? And then I'll go find it. Some people actually have like different there's a way to carousel your videos, so you can put your videos under one grouping and just kind of stick them all together, like a couple of videos all at one time. So after you make your 5 apartment videos on Instagram, you can piece all your 30 seconds together and actually make 3 minutes of 30-second videos. Does that make sense? Renee, I can't hear you or see you, but I am talking to you.
Yes, sorry, I was trying to click it. It's not clicking. Yes, that makes
It's
sense. I
okay.
appreciate it. I didn't understand what you meant by stacking. I didn't know if you meant like we do need to do that or we don't need to do that, and how
No,
we
not on social media unless you're only doing one topic, then you can stack all day. The other thing is on YouTube, organize it to channels, okay? Or always organize the channels. Apartment maintenance tips. Should you refinance your mortgage in 2025? You should, if you bought at 8% and now it's like at 6%. What are buyers looking for in a home in this spring? So adding videos of pools, of pretty gardens, of huge gardens, of land, and amenities are always great areas with walking trails, okay? So those are great for short videos. One of the things I didn't talk about yesterday was the Woodlands came up as like number 2 in the US to live again. Y'all can literally do videos of y'all going through the Woodlands, eating, just spend a day at Market Street and do little short videos of what you're eating, talk about it. This is why I love the Woodlands. This is one of the areas I spend a lot of time at. Talk about the restaurants, talk about the shopping, talk about the outdoors, the concerts and things like that. And that's an opportunity for people who are looking on YouTube to be like, what's so great about the Woodlands? Well, let me tell you what's great about the Woodlands. Okay. By the way, Renee, I was at the beginning of this, we actually talked about your eggs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I talked to them about you this morning. So today's April Fool's Day. Do not play jokes on me. I don't get jokes. I don't think anything's that funny. And then it takes me about 3 days to laugh at whatever joke you played on me after I've gotten over my feelings being hurt. Easter is the 20th, Earth Day is the 22nd, and then the 30th is National Honesty Day. Poor y'all are stuck with me for being honest every single day. All right. So with that, let's go to we're gonna go to May. Okay. So we talked earlier and we're like, well, if we cover April in April, it's not giving you guys enough time to do your marketing. So let's talk about this in let's talk about May. I'm gonna download it and then I'm gonna send it to y'all. All right, so scroll down again, make sure you set your goals. Vision boards, budgeting and planning, May. Now, there's a lot of things for May, and I've been teaching this for years, but y'all need to think about this ahead of time. My kids are getting out of school. I'm excited, but not excited. Actually, I don't know if I'm that excited because my weekends are still very stressful. But Mother's Day is the number one celebrated occasion. Mother's Day should be celebrated every day, y'all. Every day. Mother's Day should just be celebrated every day because the things that we have to do for our children every single day. All right. So pop buys, deliver flowers, candles, past clients, happy Mother's Day note from your real estate agent. Okay. For everybody except Michael White. Well, actually, Michael might get his pedicure done. Everybody in here, who does not get manicure pedicures? Okay, you do not, and you do not. Perfect. Not. Does anybody else on the call not do manicure pedicures? Okay, so I'm going to give y'all two different scenarios, and I'm going to give you ideas to do. Okay. Deliver flowers or candles to your past clients, a Mother's Day note from your favorite real estate agent. Okay. There's two things you can do for this. I'm going to talk it out with y'all. There's two things y'all can do with this. One, for those of y'all who does manicure pedicures, I do. Y'all like my nails? Go to your favorite nail salon this week and say, hey, I'm not doing anything for Easter because my broker taught it to me too late. But for Mother's Day, I'd like to do something cool. Would you be cool if I did a Mother's Day out on this date? So what you do is you don't do it on Mother's Day. You don't do it on Mother's Day. Okay. So was I supposed to be at Champions today? That's tomorrow. Okay. You don't do it on Mother's Day. You look on your calendar and Mother's Day is, somebody tell me, May 11th. Okay. If you do it on Mother's Day, you will be unsuccessful doing it. Why? If you do anything for your clients and you expect them to show up for you or you want to give them something on Mother's Day, why would it not work on Mother's Day?
Because they're with their family.
They're with family.
Correct. They're with family. So what you want to do is you want to pick a day during the week, and I would say either a Monday or a Tuesday. And the reason why I would say Monday or Tuesday is Monday or Tuesdays are typically the slower days, maybe even Tuesdays and Wednesdays, from what I understand, are the slowest days in a nail salon. So you pick a Monday or a Tuesday or both, and you do it on the 5th or 6th or on April, the beginning of the month. So the 5th is Cinco de Mayo. That might not be a good day, maybe the 6th, or you could do it the week before on the 29th or any of the weekdays because you don't want to do it on a super, super busy day for a nail salon. So you go to your nail salon and you're like, hey, I'd like to host a Mother's Day champagne day with some chocolates. Okay. So let's just say Yeah, that sounds good. So what you do is right now, he says yes, you go create a little flyer and say Mother's Day brunch, get an X amount coupon, champagne, um, you get a X amount of dollars or X amount of percentage off your service, champagne, and maybe you could do a meat board. All of that might cost you maybe $100 or less. You can tell them, I'll split the cost with you. I'll make the flyers. I'll come here and I'll help you host it. Does that make sense? Jessica Zamora does this all the time. She does it almost every other holiday, and she definitely does it during the Lunar New Year. And she gets her leads that way. You guys can do it at your favorite nail salon or wherever you are. You just say, "Hey, I'm doing this with the brokerage, and I'd like to be able to host an event here with you." So what does that do? It attracts people, and then you can put it on your social media, and you can be like free champagne, free personal goodie bag for the first 50 registered guests. Okay, so that means they have to register to get a free goodie bag or whatever it is you want to give to them. Does that make sense? So for those of y'all who don't, um, that don't do nail salons, y'all can do like a raffle giveaway at like your local restaurant that maybe is your favorite and do like a Mother's Day special. And that doesn't require very much out of pocket. It's just a little bit of time for you to make a flyer, but say, hey, I'd like to be able to give away this gift card from your restaurant. Can you supply the gift card? And let's just say Fukuda. Fukuda is like expensive. Every time I eat there, it's like at least $100 for just me and my husband, right? So would you be interested in doing $100 gift card raffle? And then I'll put it on my social media page. And then what I'll do is I'll make a gift basket with that and the flyer. So that way people will scan in and then register and enter for that $100 gift card. So you get all the patrons from the nail salon or at that restaurant that scans in, registers, and now all you got to do is pick one, and the $100 came from the restaurant, and everybody else, and you get, you just bring a gift basket. Does that make sense? Is that helpful? Yes. Okay. So Mother's Day is a great day. You can do stuff for like for your neighbors. Things that I do for my neighbors is I'll get them like mini bottles of champagne and I'll tie little ribbons with them with a literally my business card with a hole punched in it. And then if I'm being creative, I'll make a pretty little glass with some cute saying, or you can go to the dollar store and get a couple of cute things. So it costs me between $3 to $5 per neighbor, 100, a little over maybe $100 I'll spend on all my neighbors, and then I have my kids go pass them out to all the moms in the neighborhood. Graduation party co-hosting is very, very helpful with some other parents, or sponsoring something at the school. New home buyer seminar, doing a video also, and also doing a seminar. Now that your kids are out of school, let's focus on moving you into your dream home that you've been thinking about all year, because we don't like to move when our kids are going to school because we don't want to uproot them, but we will uproot them in the middle of the summertime, move them wherever it is, and then we can do all the school registrations there. And so May and June, as soon as May turns off and June turns on, June is busy, and then July is dead because everybody goes on vacation because they're done buying homes. Just saying. So if y'all want to do home buyer seminars, I am open to hosting them with you or being available. I've done one huge one before and I've never done it again, which I should because I had like a whole room full of people. And then I actually had somebody driving from Houston that was like not represented because I was like, I'm not even trying to get clients. I'm trying to teach y'all. But what I did was I brought a lender in and I did a class and I told all the agents, hey, we're doing a home buyer seminar. Invite all your buyers to the home buyer seminar. I will teach it and I'll have the lender speak on it. But I know a lot of people And it was really fun and educational, and a lot of the agents really appreciated it because they would have never hosted it on their own. But that's something we can talk about. And it would have to be on the weekend, early in the morning, when my kids are going to allow me to do it. Community cleanup day, garage sales. Those are really, really fun. Y'all can make a map of the garage sale or the subdivisions and put stars near things and hand them out or whatever. Social media challenge, people just asking, hey, show me your backyard. Hey, show me what's your favorite thing about your backyard. My clients are looking, or what must you have? What's your dream thing? And I have never done that, the chance to win a gift card, but that could be cool. Okay. Short videos. All the agents that just logged on, you're going to do short videos. So y'all are each going to pick one. So if you didn't speak earlier, you're going to speak now, and you're going to pick either any of those 8 videos. So how to use real estate to build long-term wealth. Basically, if I buy my first home now, can I use equity in my home to maybe get a down payment for another home? Or is there a way for me to get a loan now, not put any money down, do a construction loan, fix up a fixer-upper, and then sell that house and build equity? Tips for finding an apartment in a hot real estate market. All you got to do is call me. What to expect during a home appraisal process? People, they're going to walk through the house. They're going to turn everything on just like an inspection does. They're going to add value or deduct value from your home based on what it looks like. Renovation that adds luxury without breaking the bank. Things like adding a wall to your home, adding a wall or taking away a wall, but not just any kind of wall, not just sheetrock, but a textured wall or built-in wall, built-in cabinet, built-in wine cabinet or wine room, or converting a whole room to a wine room because you have so many rooms. Understanding the closing costs is very important. A lot of people don't understand closing costs. Like, why am I paying for the other person's taxes? What does this the attorney charge for? I've never had to hire an attorney. What's this doc prep charge for? Get a title company to help you with that. How to find the perfect location for your next home. Location's everything, right? Are your kids in sports and you're looking to get into Katy ISD? Grange is coming up this summer. I think they're breaking ground like in May. Is that spring or summer? Spring. So Grange is breaking ground. So let me get you into that school district. And by the way, if you guys are like in Cypress, Katy, Houston, Sugar Land, or Pearland, all 5 of those little cities, y'all should be advertising Grange right now, because a lot of people are trying to get their kids into that ISD. So they're pre-buying before they're even breaking ground. Luxury versus starter homes. Like, just being able to differentiate both of them. Like, it's your first house. What do you need? How much money you're going to spend? Or you going to buy a luxury home that has all the extra bells and whistles. And renting to save a home, tips and strategies. So what y'all are going to do, the other group didn't have a choice. I made them all do it on one thing and everybody had to wing it. You're going to do short form videos. If I were to do long form video, I would do week 1, real estate to build long-term health. Short videos, I would do the finding apartments. And then let me see, home appraisal, I would do a long form video for that one. Renovations, I would do a long form video for that. I would actually get with a contractor who could talk to me about bathroom upgrades, kitchen upgrades, walls, garage renovations, and things like that, or extra doors, hidden rooms that won't break the bank. And then I would have a whole conversation with a contractor. Closing costs with buyers and sellers, that can easily be multiple short form videos. Finding perfect location for your next home, short form is good. Luxury versus starter homes. That would be just, I don't know if I really even would ever do a video on that because it's not really a comparison. If you're pitching to first-time home buyers and then you're comparing them to luxury homes, you kind of make them feel bad. But that's what they have here. And renting to save for a home, tips and strategies. So if you have renters who are not ready to rent, those are really great short form videos and long form videos. So now I'm going to stop the share. Who am I going to pick on first? Michael White says, no, not me. Jackie, put your face on the camera and let's chat. Jackie's ignoring me.
No, I'm not. I'm just here at work going back and forth here. So sorry, it's a bit loud where I'm at.
Okay, Jackie, I need only 1 minute of your time. Are you going to the bathroom?
I'm stepping out right now. Yeah. You see me running? Sorry, guys.
She's like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Jackie, you're going to do a short video for me, 1 minute or less, up to, um, uh, just try to keep it under a minute. You're going to do a video just like you're doing for social media. And Jackie, what you're going to do is you're going to get in front of all your coworkers there at a restaurant, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And you're going to tell them, I know you guys are all renting homes. Let me teach you how to save your money. Don't do it now. Don't. We're just practicing. We're pretending, okay?
Okay.
I'm telling
Sorry,
you.
it's a bit loud, Lisa. Are you able to hear me? Because the music is
Oh yeah,
a lot
absolutely.
going on. Hi, Brooke.
Y'all are so funny. So Jackie, you are, and everybody else, y'all are gonna get called on. We're doing this. You're going to pitch to everybody in the restaurant, and you're gonna basically tell them, you guys are all renting right now. Y'all can own your own homes. Olga is hanging up. You can save up your tips, claim properly. I know lenders. I want you to help. I want to help you purchase your first home. But if you're not ready to purchase your first home, I can still help you find your next lease. Okay. So
Okay.
remember, not everybody is immediately ready, but if they know that you can help them lease also and put them in line to buy a home, that's where you're gonna win. Okay, you ready?
I am. It's just really, really noisy in here. Is it clear for everyone else? Can everyone else be able to hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you. Actually, we hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. Because I have my earphones in, and so it's everything around me is really loud. So I apologize. All
Mhm.
right. Should be
Ready?
set. Yes, and so I'm talking as if I'm talking to my coworkers correctly. So you guys are my coworkers at this point.
Yeah, but just pretend like you're on social media doing a recording and your target is
Okay.
your coworkers.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready now.
1 minute.
Yeah,
All right.
go.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I am Jackie Bowden. I'm with Century 21 Lucky Money Real Estate. I want to tell you guys the importance of becoming a home buyer. If you're currently leasing, there is nothing wrong with the leasing process. However, it is so much more important for you to become a homeowner. There's so many benefits to it. Let's say, as far as building your equity, it's important to build your equity. You're putting more money into your landlord pocket instead of building that up for yourself, where you can create, not saying that your home and your house is not a home currently right now, but you can do so much more being a home buyer. There is so many stipulations that a lot of new home owners don't realize that that's there. It is a lot of work. I'm just going to be completely honest with you and let you know it
Okay,
is some
stop.
work. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You just sold yourself over there and then I lost you. So
Oh,
remember, social media is something short to get their attention, right?
okay.
Are you working in a hospitality business and making tips only and tired of renting, but you don't know how to own your first home? A lot of them, and I know personally when I waited tables, my credit score was bad and I was using up all my cash. Let me show you how to save up that cash, fix your credit, and buy yourself a home. Because when you're pitching to your audience, you need to make them feel like you understand instead of just going out there. Because when I was listening to you, I pretended like I was working in the restaurant. I was either a manager, a server, a busboy, or whatever it was. And once you started talking about all of that, I just got lost. Does
Yes,
that make sense?
it
So
does.
do it again quickly.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my brain just scattered. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Go.
Oh, Lisa, I just had a brain fart. Sorry, guys, there's so much stuff going on around me. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Here, pause. Just
I'm
trying to
gonna let
gather my
Brooke,
thoughts here.
you pause. I'm gonna have somebody else do it and I'm gonna come
Okay,
back to you.
okay,
Don't leave wherever it is you are. Brooke,
gotcha.
let's go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Just do it.
I have my son over here and he's
It's
driving me
okay.
crazy. Okay. Crap. I lost my train of thought because I was really working on it. Um, hey guys, this is Brooke. I'm with Century 21 Lucky Money. There are so many benefits to owning a home rather than renting. I've been there before, but if you have any more questions, just message me and I can go into detail.
Look at her. She just kept it short and sweet. Okay. How old's your baby?
He's almost 2.
He's almost 2. So you're a mom and you're trying to get work done, and here your baby is. Okay. And I have done this in classes and videos, and I literally are you tired of renting or tired of being in a cramped space and you need another room, another playroom for the little ones? I have the perfect plan for you. Let's get you into a bigger house. Let's buy you your first home and let me help you get those steps in order, okay? And just
Okay.
shove your kid's head out of the way and be like, give me a call, okay? So that way
Okay.
I can get a bigger home. I can get a bigger room for him, all right? What we talked about earlier is use what's easiest for you and what you know. Yes, we do have the scripts. You can use the scripts and modify them accordingly to you, okay? I'm calling on you again. Mel, turn on your screen. Jackie, we're going back to you next. Mel's
Okay,
like,
okay.
Mel is like, I'm just
Oh,
leaving.
should I go? Do you want me to?
Jackie,
Oh,
you can go ahead and go until I get
okay,
Melody to get back on. Okay, go ahead, Jackie.
okay. Hi guys, I'm Jackie Bowden. I'm with Century 21 Lucky Money Real Estate. I'm going to tell you the importance about renting versus buying. With renting, you have all of your money going towards your landlord. With buying, there's so many more benefits to buying a home and becoming a homeowner. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I have TikTok. I have all of that good stuff. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I am available to you. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. So the point of this exercise is not to get the scripting perfect. It's to get you to do it, Olga. Okay? Because that's the hardest part. You guys have y'all are turning on the cameras for thousands of people here. You're turning your cameras on with your peers who are just as afraid as you are. And you know what? It's much easier to do with us. And the more practice you do, the more better you're gonna get. It's just like the ones of y'all that missed it. I pulled Trisha up earlier and she went and sat right back down, and we pulled her back up earlier. And hers was nice and short. And she's like, good. I'm like, as long as you do it, it doesn't matter if you mess up, you forget or whatever it is. It's practice makes perfect, and practicing with me or practicing with the team or with each other is going to just make it a little bit easier for you guys. Okay. So The information we'll practice, but getting y'all to turn on your cameras and speak is what I want you to do. So, Mel refuses to turn on the camera. Michael has an excuse. Olga, are you ready, Olga? Olga's like, no, call on Rocio. So yes, I'll call on Rocio.
I'm never ready.
The fact that you turned on your camera is good. Olga, I'm going to give you an option. You can do it in English and Spanish or 100% in Spanish, because we found out earlier that if it's in a primary language that you're comfortable with, then that's going to work best. But if you want to do them both, do them both. Okay? Ready, set, go. Got to unmute though.
What am I doing?
Okay, so you're picking one of the topics. First time home, nope. You're picking one of the topics and then you're going to speak on it. So the topics are using real estate for long-term wealth, finding apartments in a hot rental market, any of these right here, understanding closing costs, renting to save for a home, tips and strategies, how to find the perfect location, any of those. Or if you want to use a morning one, everybody else got easy ones. It was what first-time homebuyers needs to know in 2025.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi guys, this is Olga Contreras with Century 21, and today I want to talk to you about owning your own home. Yes, it's hard, it's expensive, but in the long term, it's going to convert on wealth. So just think in your future, and you are going to be living in your own space. You can do whatever you want, and you are going to be comfortable. And yes, it's a big responsibility, but a long term is going to be great for you, because you can get a lot of equity in your home. So win-win.
There you go. And look, yay! I'm so glad you did it. It takes a lot of practice. It just takes a lot of practice, Olga. And you know what? That is a start. We've grown a long way. Look, I've only got you to do a video in front of everybody, but
yes, yeah,
it's okay. But everybody is doing the same thing. Even the group before you, they're like, oh, can I start over? So you're good. I just want you to practice doing this. And if we keep practicing and doing these little things together, eventually you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to turn on the camera so she doesn't call me in class, so I can be in a room by myself in front of 20 other people. Okay. So you did great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
So cute. Rocio, I did mention your name. I thought I saw Rocio.
I'll go next.
Okay, Renee. Renee's all for it. Turn on your camera. Let's go.
Okay, welcome to my
No fair. She's a pro.
Hi, Renee Tillman here with Century 21 Lucky Money Real Estate, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about finding the perfect place for your new home. What do you need to take into account when you are looking for a new home? You should, if you have small kids, if you're looking, you need to check into the school districts. If you have a commute to work, see how close you are to the highways. If you have medical issues, you need to see how close you are to any of the local hospitals or your doctor's office. There's all kinds of things you kind of need to take into account when you're looking for a new place to build, or a new build neighborhood or whatever. But if you contact me, I can help you navigate that process and make it a little easier for you.
Oh my goodness, good job. Look, Olga, let me tell you, having Renee turn on her camera was like pulling teeth too. So
I don't have my hair brushed, and I'm out in my front porch, so as you can see,
but
I don't usually turn my camera on.
Was it easy for you when you first started with me? The first time I said, let's go do a video, were you open to doing it?
No, not necessarily. No.
Yeah, no, not
I'm
necessarily.
still
It
not
is just,
necessarily open to it. You kind of have to do it. I don't like to
and
be on the camera. I would prefer you to be on there or somebody else.
yes, but has it
And
been
I'll
helpful
read it.
for you? Are
Yeah,
people talking to you?
yes, it's actually I don't have problem talking to people if I'm already face to face with them because that's just my job as a teacher for so long. But
Yeah.
when you're on camera and then people can watch you when you don't even know they're watching you, that's kind of creepy to me. So that's a I have an issue with.
So, y'all, I'm just telling you, like everything that I'm teaching all of y'all today, Renee was not going to turn on her camera if I did this like maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago. She would be like, no. And Olga said bye, but Renee would have left. Okay.
I considered leaving today.
But
Just to be honest, I
there
have
you
no
go.
makeup on, my hair's not done, I'm out on my front porch. So
But that information, Renee, that location, I would, I've never taught that. I would have never thought of it. So it was great that you did that because now everybody has a really great idea to walk away from, and they're able to hear what, how hard it was for you in the beginning. And even now you're still a little bit, I don't know if I'm comfortable doing this. And let me tell y'all, by the way, and I get uncomfortable talking in front of people sometimes too. I get a little intimidated. And then even some of the videos, I don't even want to make the videos because I mean, I always think something's wrong with myself. But now I just got to get over it because you guys are all watching me all the time. So I have been using y'all for guinea pigs as guinea pigs. Okay. Mel is just not having it today. Renee, that was amazing. I really appreciate that. Olga, you did a fantastic job. Jackie, you did great. I thought I saw Rocio. Rocio, did she just jump off? I saw Rocio's name and she disappeared. Not, yep, she ran away real fast. She's like, I just rolled out of bed. All right, Michael, I guess that's a no. Mel, that's a no. Was that good practice for y'all? Yes. Yes, very good, Nancy. Thank you. But you guys get to hear from everybody. So, workbook, do your social media stuff, and we're set. Networking, you can host community events, social media ads. If y'all, I'm gonna actually start doing ads for the Cosmopolitan house. That's a $700,000 house that I'm listing right now. And then I'm gonna be actually reaching out to local businesses. So if you just watch while I do, I'm gonna train y'all on what I'm doing. And as I get business, I'm gonna tell you where I'm getting the business from. So one of the listings is just being persistent and also joining Century 21. The only reason why they gave us that listing was because of Century 21 and the network. My other listing was a repeat client. Actually, I told him no, and he still wanted the house. And then the other listing that I'm getting was from a past client from like 3 or 4 years ago. Every year, I just did it for free. I helped him do a renewal for his lease, and he's a landlord, and now he's selling his house. Uh, and then my other listing also was from previous clients, but I got a referral last night on the commercial real estate side, and that was a random phone call. It was a cold call. Somebody called me, asked me a question. I answered all their questions. They haven't talked to me in a year, and then she followed up with me today and said, "Hey, I spoke to you years ago. I know you don't remember me, but you helped me." So talking to past clients is always helpful. Skill development, time management, block your schedule for things that you're going to do. So I'm going to tell Tina right now, hey, relocation director, I want at least today, I want you to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour today making a list for all the things we need to do for the relocation department. And then with that, Tina, every single day, I would like for you to block 15 to 20 minutes with me so that way we could talk about the relocation department. And I want for you to at least block an hour of your own personal time to figure out what we need to do to complete each of those tasks. So it's the same. IKEA, I want you to make a list of all things that Japanese people love about Texas or don't love about Texas. And then I want you to break that down and I want you to build a list. I want you to build a list of video topics that we can do. Okay. And then Jackie, if you're still on the call, I want you to make a list of habits of servers, bartenders, and restaurant managers and how I can target that type of business. Renee, she's already out in Creston doing things already. I would consider doing some talking and walking tours of all those homes since we were all rushed through. Not many of us were able to walk through those homes. And I know you're near the community and I know you've been out there several times, but I need you to post more of those videos and then start posting to YouTube. Build a YouTube channel with just the Creston Homes. Who else am I talking to? Ciara. You worked at the sheriff's department. Being able to talk about first responders and learning about maybe the TSHAC or the Heroes program or the contributions that you can get for them and being able to go back to where you were in the past and having those conversations. Annie just has a list of people. She just got to touch them. Just get a little nervous about touching them, but that's that. I'm going to stick it with there. Olga, practice do a couple more. You know what? You need to set up a one-on-one with me so we can rerun those comps and then I can go turn on the camera and then lock you in the back room until we get 4 or 5 videos. I'll do that with you. You and Nancy Fajardo and then Nancy Fajardo and Nancy Cooper. Actually, all of y'all, if y'all want to get locked in one of the rooms, come in here. And I know that's probably why you didn't come in today because you're afraid to get locked in some corner. But I don't mind doing videos with any of you guys. So that's hi. Oh, we got one. We're gonna make her do a video today and she's gonna be like, time block yourselves. Set up your social media ideas. I'll print this out for you. Yes. So y'all can have it. But do your social media ideas. What new builds, what topics, what builders, what developers. Do at least one blog in the next 30 days. Just one. Okay. I have a video. I think it's out there. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to find it. And it's probably less than 10 minutes. And I use ChatGPT to do the video on the Century 21 website. And it's really neat, y'all. Find some sponsors and vendors who will co-brand with you or pay for your events or your raffles, and then post some fun stuff. Akia's going to post some fun stuff of that's struggling today. Educational and fun facts. Anything educational is going to help you win in this real estate business. Anything educational, anything about the market, being a buyer's market, negotiating, pricing your property properly, tax protests, all of those, okay? So there's your workbook. Y'all all have a copy of the workbook. Download it, print it, and work on it. Put your goals in and post it to Facebook so that way you can get points. None, not a single one of us have hit our goals. So we need to make our goals reachable too, okay? Y'all have a good day. That was a fun 2 hours with y'all. Peace out. All right. Text me, call me if y'all need anything. I am going to be helping all the listing agents run comps on their homes in the next couple of days. All right. So I'm ready for you. Bye.